All right, what's up, everybody? It's Jack and Dan. Jack's outside doing some stuff. We're going to see what he's doing out there in a minute. I just gave some blood over here. That's why my arm's wrapped up. We got a video coming out about that sometime here. But basically, another update on the pond. We've done about 2 updates on kind of how this whole thing started. You can see that these guys are growing really awesome up here. A lot of these sprouts are starting to crawl across the top of the aquarium and that. Some of them aren't started yet, so they're different times. But basically what we did is, in the last video you saw us kind of fill all these up. We're going to be transplanting some of these guys into these pots where we put the topsoil. We have our code out here to remind us of what's what. And then one of the things Jack did, I'm actually going to turn this around so we can see what he's doing out here. So we got the old Works Hydra Shot out here, and we got Jack basically cleaning. Let me open the screen here so you can see what's going on. Jack's basically cleaning up the along with the patio, which we haven't pressure washed in a couple years, right? Is got the Works Hydra Shot. Of course, we got those running off the rain barrels. We've done quite a few videos on the rain barrels. We have 8 downspouts, and we got 8 rain barrels. I don't know how many years ago now at Costco when they used to have them for sale, 60 bucks. Really awesome deal. So we water all of our flowers and stuff off of those. And we really haven't had to water yet, so we have a lot of water because it's been pretty wet. You can see our ground cover and everything kind of coming in here really awesome. The clematis is filling in and looking great. We haven't had to water one time yet. So what Jack's doing is he's utilizing some of this water to rinse off these like trellis kind of things. What do they call them? Trellis, terrace? I don't know. But we went over to the old garden shop up the street, and they had some of these old ones that for 10 bucks, $5 each, because they weren't really like held together yet. But we're gonna kind of be bag tying them the way we want them anyway. They were just real dirty and used, but it's just metal wrapped in, like dipped in rubber, plastic or whatever. So Jack's kind of rinsing them off and everything, and we're gonna flip them over and then do them the other way. And I definitely think one of your summer projects is gonna be clean these patios, dude.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe hit these out. It only takes about, what, 10 minutes to do one of these big squares, so about 20 minutes you can, 20, 30 minutes, you can knock out this little patio over here pretty easily with the Hydra Shot. But basically what those are gonna do, guys, got a little towel down here so I don't make a mess, is those are gonna be going up on the walls here, and on this side over here, and then on this side over here. And we may or may not get to that today, but we are gonna be transplanting some of these guys because they're getting pretty big, and then some we're gonna leave in there. And then ultimately, kind of bag tie. I've got a big old bag of bag ties here. We're gonna bag tie them together the way we want and get some of these guys going on there. And then opening up these extra lights we've been talking about. So just kind of making more progress here on the indoor pond, aquarium / garden, aquaponics type of system. We just put all the sprouts down in here to soak. Gonna be eating a couple of those later for dinner, and taking the rest of these out here in a minute. And there, of course, is Larry, the star of the show, as always, right, Larry? What's up, dude? Is Jet doing a good job out there, man? Overseeing everything? Looks like it's pretty easy, knocking it out real quick with the old Hydra Shot. If you haven't seen the videos we've done on the Hydra Shot, we'll link it in the description. We've used it quite a few times in videos. It's really an awesome invention. Jack actually really digs using it. It's super cool. All right, so used the battery up. Took them about 15 minutes. Got that all done. Again, we'll put links in the description. We've done quite a few videos on the Hydra Shots. Jack got all these guys situated here. I'm gonna throw that hose away. He's going to grab a beverage real quick. These guys are all kind of hanging up here, drip drying. We're gonna put them inside. I mean, honestly, what a deal. 10 bucks for all these. So, just needed to clean them up for about 10 or 15 minutes. Didn't take forever. It's crazy when you see how dirty your patio is until you start doing something like this. He's kind of lacing through the thing. But like I said, this will be one of his projects. He hooks up to the rain barrels on like a day that, maybe it's kind of wet out already, and he can knock out these bricks. Usually do 1 or 2 of these with 1 battery. So just a couple batteries in about a half an hour or so, he can knock out like this little patio here. Would be really cool. So good summer project for him. But we're gonna bring these guys in. We're gonna set them down here, over here on this towel, and then we're gonna kind of start setting all this stuff up here and see how it goes. All right, so we got the trellises all in here. Jack's working on them. We're kind of putting them together we're joining them up. We use some of the big ones over here in this corner. They're actually pretty tall. They're about 5 feet tall or so, those are. And then these guys we're joining together. We do have the smaller segments. We could, you know, raise it a little higher. We could like bag tie some together if we want to make it higher. But so we're doing that. Now while he's doing that, I'm gonna start working on these. These are some old Architect lights that we've talked about before. We got for like $2.99 in the clearance rack of Marc's. And these are totally awesome. They were the last two. They had like a whole pallet of them. And again, Marc's is a clearance superstore kind of thing that we go to. We've talked about it many times before, kind of like Ollie's or something like that. It's like an outlet store. And they had 3 of these left. One was broken. We bought these 2. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting these up and placing them over there, and we're going to point them this way to kind of get these corners a little bit more here where the sunlight might not come in and stuff like that. So I'm going to set those up while he's doing this, and we'll show you what it all looks like here in a minute. All right, let's take a look at how far we got here, dude, huh? So we got the tall trellises kind of over by you. Those are most likely going to be, we're thinking maybe the tomatoes over there, or at least some of them. We want a lot of tomatoes, so some of them over there. We kind of laid everything out to kind of remember what was what and all that. And then we got the other trellises kind of put together. Put the tall ones over there. And then these, we kind of bag tied a bunch of smaller ones together. And, you know, they had a hole in the middle, kind of put them like kind of like a T, upside down T. So overall, they're all really sturdy for $10. We think it was awesome. And they're about 5 feet tall, sitting in the pots. So probably kind of running out of time today. I'm a little worn out after giving blood and doing all the stuff we did today.
You need a good snack.
I need a good snack, I think, yeah. I think I do. I think I'm going to eat a bunch of these sprouts maybe right here with some beets and stuff. That would be good. But for the most part, we're going to water these guys up. We're going to keep these guys going up here right now. And then probably in a couple days, which who knows how long, we'll make a video. But a few days, we'll do another video to kind of show the progress. We did get these light fixtures. These are basically Architect lights, like I said. Found them on the clearance aisle. They have these kind of clamps, but we're not using those. We're going to keep them, though, because really cool. And I want to kind of show you, they have a base, and it's like a big weighted base. Again, these things, I think I looked them up, and they were, I want to say 40 or something bucks, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think when we looked them up.
I mean, they are nice.
Totally impressive. So little LED deals, Jack's going to show you over here. It's a touch sensor. So all you got to do is, yep, just tap that button. Look how bright that gets. So put it on the lowest setting. Just a little inside one. Yeah, like that. So I'll probably just leave it on like that kind of all the time. You can see that kind of, well, wait, go back over there. I want them to see the difference. So look at that real quick with that, and that's just kind of light up the corner. You can see with your shadow there still. Now go ahead and hit the next setting, which I think is the brightest. Look at that, man. Look at that. Now come out of that corner. Yeah, come out of that corner. No, leave it up all the way and come out of that corner. I want to see. Look at how lit up that corner is. So because we kind of angle them up and over, the light can reach down to the bottom here a little bit. So that's kind of the idea. We're gonna mess around with them. This one's on low. I'm gonna put it on high too. But the idea was to kind of angle these guys up. I'm gonna put this one on high here, and just so you can see the difference here. Look at that, pow. So just an awesome LED light. And yeah, look at how it gets down all the way to the pot there. Pretty cool. But again, we can kind of angle them and finagle them a little bit, but not, like, honestly, for $3, dude, that was incredible, wasn't it? I mean, good old Marc's. And we found those, like, how long ago did we find those? Like a year and a half or 2 years ago? Yeah. But we basically were like, well, we know we'll use them for an aquarium or something some day, so let's just grab them. Yeah, they've been sitting in a closet. And it's kind of neat because they're gray and white, and they match the drapes and and everything.
These are
those are the zucchini right here. These are the pea shoots. These are really doing well. So again, we're just going to kind of let them go down, and then what'll happen when we do plant them, we're going to secure them to the things. Yep, the Brussels sprouts. We got the asparagus is this one. You were telling me, so that just grows in little stalks. Those are starting to grow right there too. The beets I'm pretty excited about. The beets are doing great. They're starting to take off. So tons of good stuff. The one that's taken a little bit of time is the onions, but they're coming up. you know, so some of these we might transplant, some we might leave in here. That'll probably be the next video. Just kind of wanted to show you the progress we made today. Got a little bit of late start because we're at the blood donation and all that, but really wanted to do that. So anyway, that's the theory. We're gonna try to put the vine kind of stuff over here. All the lettuce and that kind of stuff we're gonna put over here and just fill these guys up. We're gonna use the water in the pond to water them and everything. And I tell you what, there's a lot more room in here than you think. We can still walk pretty easily down here. And what I'll do is if I'm at my desk and it's a gloomy day, it's a pretty sunny day today in the afternoon here, but if it's a gloomy day, I can just walk right over here and I could just hit this little guy right here. Let me show you one more time. Pow. And I can just give him a little bit of extra light. Blast it in this corner here. Look at how that goes all the way down in there. And then of course we got these lights. And of course the main light, and then plus these lights turn on at a certain time in the evening too, and then they're on more during the night for these guys to keep warm during the night because we don't have this heated. So the turtles go up there. So we got a lot of light in here. We definitely have more than we could ever need probably, and we'll just use it accordingly. If it's a sunny day and we don't need it, we won't use it, right? But if it's not a sunny day, then hey, we're gonna use it. So these were super cool. We're gonna kind of clean everything up here a little bit and call it a night for today. And next video we'll be doing more of this transplanting. And I may, if I have time during the week or something, or even after work, I might transplant some of them and get them started, and then we'll kind of show you the end product. Larry's excited. He's very excited about this whole thing, aren't you, Larry? You always want to know what we're doing when we're up here. He's like, give me those seeds. I want to eat those seeds. He's so funny. Where's Kame today? She hasn't been. She's sitting on the rock. No, she took off. She might just be down. Sometimes she just goes underneath in the bricks and kind of goes underwater and sleeps in there. Or she gets annoyed with this. Oh, there she is. She's up here. She wants to eat. We'll have to feed her. She gets annoyed with Larry sometimes because he's just being a boy all the time, right? Aren't you, Larry? That's what you do, man. Boys will be boys. So she goes up in there and hangs out with the fish. I think they're all waiting to get fed. So, and we've done a few feeding videos, and we'll probably do another one because some of these guys are getting really big here, and do an update. So that's about as far as we got today, guys. Just want to kind of show you what's going on. We will be planting and doing more, but we're looking from way back here, man. That light just blasts that corner. It's pretty cool. Way to go, buddy. Nice job today. Got this all set up for about $10 for the trellises and then $6 for the lights. So $16 so far. Pretty small investment if it works, and we're able to grow some food over here. So next video will probably be this one. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Mary. Say bye, dude.